Hello again, and welcome back to another segment of the Ferguson Literary Hour. I'm the host, Torian Ferguson, and I have on the line tonight, I'm going to tell you what, this is special for me. This is real special for me because I have the king of street lit on my show tonight. I mean, this guy has done it all. He has pretty much been the person to just be a pioneer for everybody that's even considering writing street literature. He is the pioneer of it. On the show right now, I have Relentless Aaron. How are you doing tonight?
What's going on, everybody?
I'm gonna tell you what. This dude is phenomenal. This guy is phenomenal, man. It is a pleasure to have you on the program tonight.
Thanks. I think I take that with a grain of salt. I'm phenomenal when I'm sleeping. I'm working hard when I'm awake.
I hear you, man. I hear you. That's what I'm talking about. So we're gonna jump right in. You know, they said from what I read, they said you've written over 30 books.
Yeah, we're up to like 32 now. I'm working on 4 more. It's just a method to my madness now. It's real. It's like riding a bike. You know, of course, it's hard when you first get started. So that first book took me a year, but then I whittled it down to 3 months. And then 2 weeks. So it's really like it comes natural to me now to say what I want to say with a clarity to the degree that I could put the reader right there, right where I want them.
I got you. I mean, like I said, man. I mean, with as many books that you have, and like I said, you blowing up the spot. You know, like I said, I did a little research on you, and you've been interviewed in New York Times. The Time magazine?
Yes, Time magazine, ABC World News, Canadian Book Television. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. Daily News. But, you know, the interesting thing about the New York Times is that they don't just print one paper. What happens is they're 2 million or 3 million copies. What happens is that story is fed to 300 or 400 other newspapers around the world. They actually took the article and they duplicated it, and then on top of that, that same article is fed to 1,500 websites, maybe more, through on the internet. So you have to multiply that by all the readership that those newspapers have, and all of the web surfers that those websites have, and you really come up with large numbers. Accumulatively, if you add in NPR and all the other radio that I've done, we've accumulated 4 or 5 billion impressions with the name Relentless in the last 4 years.
Wow.
You couldn't do that. You can't do that without having some substance. You have to have some substance, and I believe that it wouldn't come to me if I didn't have that substance, you know?
Well, yeah, that actually leads right into my next question is, how are you able to stay on top for as long as you've been on top? I mean, because we've seen a lot of people come and go, you know, but your books are always at the top of the list. How have you been able to sustain that?
Well, staying power I attribute to my level of awareness. I don't want to say I'm smarter than everybody else in the world, but if you put me and James Patterson in the boxing ring, I'm going to knock him out. And I'm going to take Grisham out, and I'm going to take just about every other writer that you put in that ring with me. That's because I've lived like a lot of lives in this one life. And so whenever I pull into a character or into a plot or a story, I can easily go into high finance because I've brokered billion-dollar deals in my life. I can easily go into the Marine Corps and tactical training because I've done time in the Marines. I've been in prison, as you know. I've been in college. I've been in the streets. I've been in entertainment. I've just a lot of lives that I was able to squeeze into these years that I've lived.
I hear you.
So I'm like a walking encyclopedia, or a walking news station. Just a living I've done.
I hear you, man. And like you mentioned, you had been in prison and everything.
Right.
You know, But also, too, I found out a little bit of information about you is that, you published 10 books within 18 months of being released from prison.
Actually, yes, right. I published, actually, it's 13, because my daughter's book I published. She's,
Yeah, that's right.
daughter was 8 when she wrote the book, and I encouraged it because what I did when I came home from prison, I was focused. And so what I did was I gave her 4 words a day, and I had her go on and give me definitions for those words, as well as spell those words, as well as use those words in a sentence. Then I got an artist, and I put 2 and 2 together. I took all of the sentences, like A for attitude, B for believing, things of that nature, and now we put it in a book, and now she's on her 3rd book. So it was, I want to create a model that I could take any parent's child and take their ideas and put them in a book as a boutique business,
I got you. And you said she's on her 3rd book now?
She's completing her 3rd book, and she's always like, Daddy, how come I don't have any YouTube videos on? Daddy, how come I don't have any press? Like, one thing at a time, let Daddy muscle this. Let Daddy win this game, and then I could lay down and you could take over. She's gonna be like, Playboy is taken over by Hefner's daughter, and that's what I see. That's what I see for her. She's aspiring like that.
Oh yeah, leaving a legacy. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
That's what it's about right there, man. But let's talk about your book. The Last Kingpin. From what I understand about that's going to be turned into a movie. That's going to be the executive producer is going to be Muriel Van Peebles.
Actually, surprise. Now I've walked into HBO headquarters.